Just because I dey abroad, no be saying justice back home no dey concern me. We can be thankful for the incredible mobilising potential of social media, while simultaneously angered, saddened and left speechless at the overwhelming bloodshed of African people. Various hashtags have flooded the internet regarding human rights violations in several African countries. Hashtag ENDSARS, relating to police brutality in Nigeria, has seen protesters take to the streets of Nigeria and various cities in the UK, demanding the world notice and act on the ongoing violation of human rights in the country. What is the ENDSARS movement? SARS is Nigeria's special anti-robbery squad. The unit was formed in 1984 under military rule and has been rife with corruption in forms of extortion, torture, sexual assault and murder. The ENDSARS movement, started by protesters in Nigeria and gaining prominence on social media platforms, calls for the end of police brutality and, importantly, better governance for the country. The protests have resulted in casualties, with protesters in Nigeria being attacked by armed people and police firing tear gas into crowds of protesters. Unsurprisingly, protesters have been blamed for the increasing violence. But it is time for the Nigerian government to change this narrative and acknowledge its failure to protect Nigerian people from decades of corrupt governance and police violence. The continued bloodshed has to end. Protesters have a right to be heard without fear of death. As a Nigerian diaspora, it's difficult not to imagine how the current affairs faced by many in Nigeria and across Africa could have easily been my reality. This movement, similar to the Black Lives Matter movement, has shown the possibilities of Black solidarity. It has specifically shone the spotlight on the role of African diaspora in raising awareness of the socio-political issues on the African continent. We cannot divorce our experiences of racism and oppression from colonialism, no more than we can divorce Africa's long-standing socio-political issues from the remnants of being colonised. Thus, the goal for Black liberation is mutually entangled with the goal for African liberation. As many of us heard and responded to the calls of Black Lives Matter, it's important we now hear and respond to the calls of our African siblings in order for Black lives to matter everywhere. Hashtag Congo is bleeding, relating to the silent Holocaust in Congo where millions are losing their lives for coltan. Hashtag Shut It All Down, relating to protests against sexual and gender-based violence in Namibia. Hashtag Am I Next, relating to high rates and murder of women in South Africa. Hashtag Anglophone Crisis, relating to the humanitarian crisis in Cameroon where anti-Francophonisation activists and protesters are being jailed and beaten. Hashtag Rape National Emergency, relating to the increase of rape by 50% during the pandemic against young women and children in Liberia. Hashtag Child Trafficking, relating to an increase in child labour and child trafficking from Burkina Faso and Mali to Ivory Coast and Ghana. Hashtag Arrest COVID-19 Thieves, relating to embezzlement of COVID-19 support funds by elite and senior government officials in Kenya. As these protests continue, we must be mindful not to overshare and overconsume some of the violence that we are seeing, in order for us to protect and preserve our energy for the work that needs to be done. For the diaspora of African heritage and all who claim allyship, our role is to educate ourselves on the various issues on the African continent, use our privileges and resources to amplify the voices and demands of these movements, whilst being mindful that we are not imposing our own solutions. And finally, to engage with and support local and international BIPOC-led organisations doing the work to dismantle legacies of colonialism.